All right, so we are on to second day of our Why Am I Single video series. We're doing a 5-part series. Make sure you check out number 1 if you missed it. And so today the topic is relationship richness. I am Jacqueline, founder and creator of Discover Love Matches. And I think that we've gotten to a world where we're just a little too comfortable being by ourselves in a long-term stats. And then when things happen or we wish we had somebody, then we get really, really frustrated because we never really made room for somebody. So let's talk a little bit about what richness will come to your life by being in a healthy, positive, nurturing relationship. I feel like people are extremely guarded right now at being vulnerable. They're extremely cautious. They're extremely uncertain. Like they might have somebody they're interested in or somebody's interested in them, but they're not really ready to be vulnerable. They're not really ready to show up. They're not really ready to be in a relationship, mostly because they haven't decided that it's actually going to be worth it. And that's actually pretty powerful to think about because now you've got to make a decision. Are you willing to be in a relationship? Because it's not always going to be easy and smooth, but it also can be absolutely amazing and powerful and rewarding. It's going to take work. It's work to be single. It's work to be in a relationship. But in order to move forward on your journey, you have to decide that being in a relationship is worth it to you, that there's something that the relationship could actually bring you that would be a value that would make your life fuller and that you could make another person's life so much fuller. When I do consultations, I have to admit there's an oozing energy that comes to me when I'm talking to somebody that is genuinely ready to receive the riches of a great relationship. I can feel the positivity. I can feel the excitement. I can feel their anticipation and their openness and willingness to hear my advice and guidance. Now, those that are coming in to be on my list, but they really don't believe in a real relationship, they're skeptical, they're not willing to be vulnerable, those people are kind of prickly to talk to. They're not very much fun. They're exhausting and they're very judgmental of anything that's ever said. And I notice that the difference is that they want to think they want to be in a relationship, but they're really not ready for one and they're not really ready to show up for somebody. They're very much in everybody else has to prove to me what it is that they want me for versus saying, hey, look, I am an awesome person and I'd like to be in a relationship with you. Let's see if we have what it takes. This is part of the journey. This is part of the process. This is part of the experience. And in order to move yourself forward on dating, you have to decide that it's actually worth it to you. It's going to be worth it to your mystery unknown future person. You have to get to a place where you see that there is enough value. Now, I personally think that if you don't really believe or know or trust in the value a relationship can bring you, then take some time out from dating, possibly. That could give you a good just kind of break to refuel so you can get back into a positive space. But also, I think you should check out other people that are in really good, successful, loving relationships to give you an example. Maybe you've been tainted by too many negative relationships. Maybe you've gotten just a little bit too comfortable doing everything on your own, yet kind of frustrated that you always do everything on your own. And maybe you kind of have some walls up and your heart isn't as vulnerable as you kind of need it to be to show up for the relationship that you desire. So I want to encourage you, I want to challenge you to stop and pause and think about your relationship riches. How can you make it so that it feels good and exciting to be that person who shows up for a relationship? How could it feel so positive, so exciting, and so wonderful? Because if you come into dating with that extra zest, that extra enthusiasm, that extra positivity, you will attract so much more. But if you are still stuck in a place of, well, do I even want to be in a relationship or not? Then you will not attract something that you actually want in a positive way. So I am Jacqueline, and I really want you to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you feel the richness of a relationship could be. And how open are you? Are you the person who comes to the dating experience positive and excited? Or are you the person that kind of shows up prickly and wants everybody else to prove why they should be worthy of meeting you? Let me know in the comments below and we'll keep the conversation going. Tomorrow, I will have part 3 of the series.